I simply have to ask you a question, and I hope you'll take the time to answer it. You see, I find the history of Harley-Davidson to be both exciting and fascinating. And you see that pretty much everywhere in the shop here in Roskilde. There are pictures on the walls, and of course there's what has become a relatively large and interesting collection of exciting historical motorcycles, all located on the first floor. Well, I think that the history is actually really exciting because it's a long history, and things have almost gone wrong a few times along the way in that history. But it's certainly fascinating that Harley-Davidson today is actually the only manufacturer in the world that has produced motorcycles under the same company. Since way back when oil lamps were truly the main way that people would light up their homes, or even their industries for that matter. There are others who boast of their historical pedigree, but they all have in common that there are gaps in the history, or transactions were made where the trademark rights were moved from one company to another, and so on and so forth. Harley-Davidson have currently survived 22 American presidents, and in 2030 Harley-Davidson reaches a milestone where they can boast that they've existed for more than 50% of the history of the United States. I've been around to clubs all over the country to give lectures on Harley-Davidson's history. And even though people are happy and it's fine and so on, I have to say I've had some problems because leading up to these lectures, I've conducted several hundred hours of research. And the problem with lectures is that you have to try to tell as much as you possibly can in just a couple of hours or maybe 2.5 hours. And there's much more to tell than can fit within a time frame like that. So that's why I have an idea. And this is where you come into the picture. The idea is to tell the story, but in a series of shorter videos that will be posted here on the page, and on Instagram and on YouTube and so on. And then we'll go a lot more in depth with it because one thing is the motorcycles, that's relatively well documented. We can easily figure that out. And of course, we'll also cover a whole lot about the motorcycles. But more important is that it's all about people. If you've followed Harley-Davidson's history even just a little bit, then you've seen these four gentlemen before. These are Harley-Davidson's founders, William S. Harley, Arthur, Walter, and William A. Davidson. But what about this lady? Have you seen her before? Or this one? And then there is also this gentleman. They all have a crucial importance for Harley-Davidson's history. That is one story, and many others I want to tell. There are, of course, many super important people throughout history. So the plan is to tell you that story through videos here on YouTube and Instagram. Of course, you all know how it goes when we start something like this. I post this video here, and in a few days it has disappeared down into the feed. So that is why it might be time now, if you are interested, to jump over to our YouTube channel. I am linking to it here in the post. Just remember to subscribe and the notification bell and all that. Then you will be notified when there is a new video from here. And let it be said right away, for these videos I am going to use AI, and I have also done that in this one. There are two important reasons for that. One reason is that I actually believe it can help make the storytelling a bit more alive. That is the kind of thing AI can do. But besides that, I must say that a very large part of the images I have used in connection with these lectures around the country were created by me taking my phone and taking a picture of a page in a book. And we would hate to have all of this stopped because someone comes along and screams copyright, so therefore we must use other material. So that is going to happen. The big question is, and this is where the question comes, is this something you want to see? I would really like it if you would write a comment here in the comment section below, or maybe just a like. As long as there are plenty of likes for these videos, I will continue. There is plenty to tell, and therefore there will eventually be a whole collection of videos here, because we will continue as long as there are likes, or until this head is empty. But just so you are warned, that will take a while. So I hope to see you in episode 1 of the history of Harley-Davidson soon. See ya.